Hi, I'm Sylvie from Wise Tutoring. You're probably watching this video because you're preparing for the numeracy test of the Victoria Police entrance exam. Many of the students who have come to me have had problems with prior concepts, or they have had difficulties interpreting the questions and working out what's being asked, or they have had trouble picking out the relevant information in the question to work out the problem. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a question from the Victoria Police Employment Suitability Testing Candidate Information Booklet from 2019. Okay, let's do this question. Okay, in this question, it says, Donna is a landscape gardener. A client has asked her to make a planter box with the exterior side dimensions below. Donna is using bricks to make the base for the planter. Question 8 says, how many standard size bricks will Donna need to cover all of the planter's base? So we have to work out how many bricks fit inside the planter box. So it is a division question. However, the concept underlying this is also working out the area of rectangles. So the area of the planter box, we need to find that. And area of the brick facing uppermost is also needed to be worked out. So how many of the bricks needed to be fitted inside is division here. Okay, so let's have a look. The area of the planter box is 1825 by 460, and the face of the brick facing uppermost is 110 by 230. We need to divide the area of the brick into the area of the planter, and that gives us an answer of 33.1818. Keeps going. Since we cannot buy 33 1/8 of a brick, we have to purchase 34 bricks. Therefore, the answer to this question is 34. The sides of the planter box will be built with timber sleepers. These come in 200 millimeter by 2400 millimeter in length. How many timber sleepers will Donna need? So again, we have to work out the total length of the timber sleeper, needed, and divide that by length of a sleeper to work out the number of sleepers needed. Since all sides of the planter box are covered by timber sleepers, we need to work out the perimeter. Not just that, the perimeter needed to be doubled because the height of the timber sleeper is 200, whereas the height of our planter box is 400. So the timber sleeper need to be stacked in 2 layers. So we multiply by 2 everything. Times the perimeter of the planter box, which would be 1825 times 2 opposite sides, plus 460 times 2. And that needed to be divided by length of a sleeper, which is 2400. That gives us an answer of 3.80833. Since we cannot purchase 0.8 of a sleeper, we have to go up, and the answer to this is 4 sleepers. Let's move on to the last question. The client has asked Donna to fill the planter box with soil so that the soil is 3/4 of the way to the top. So in this question, we need to focus on the internal dimensions of the planter box. When we look at the internal dimensions of the planter box, we can see if you look at a bird eye view of the planter box, this is how it's going to look like. The thickness of each timber is sleeper is 45 millimeters. So that's also 45. So internal length here is not going to be 1825, but it is 1825 take away 90. 1825 minus 90. The width of the planter box, this is still going to be 460. So therefore, the width of the internal dimensions of the box is still going to be 460. Let's look at the depth. The exterior depth of our planter box is 400. So this is a cross-section, cross-sectional view of our planter box. However, we know that the bricks line up the base of the planter, so they're going to take up a bit of the space. Since the height of each brick is 76, the depth of internal depth is going to be 400 minus 76. So the internal volume of our planter box is going to be 1825 minus 90 times by 460 by 400 minus 76. However, we are not filling the entire internal space with the soil. We are only going to fill that to 3/4 of the way. So we need to multiply this by 3/4. This is going to give us the internal, the soil that needed to be filled in millimeter cubes. So we get an answer of 193,938,300 millimeter cubes of soil is needed. As you can see, the soil comes in 25 liters. So we have to convert the millimeter cube to liters. So if you go from millimeter cubes to centimeter cube, you have to divide this number by 1000, and going from centimeter cubes to liter, again, we have to divide the answer by another 1000. So a million is what the number is needed to be divided by. So it's 193,938,300 gets divided by 1 million. That gives us the soil that needed in liters. That works out to be 193.9383 liters. So Now we have come to the end of this question. We have to work out the number of bags needed. So to work out the number of bags needed, we have to divide 193.9383 by 25. This gives us an answer of 7.757. Again, we cannot buy a fraction of a bag or 0.757 part of a bag. Therefore, we have to buy 8 bags of soil. So the answer to this question is 8. How many bags of soil are needed? 8 bags of soil are needed. Okay, so if you are someone who is come back to doing a maths after a long time, I offer refresher courses in number and algebra, measurement and geometry, statistics and probability in a logical order. So even if you have missed out on prior learning, you can practice the concepts in a supportive environment to gain confidence to pass your police aptitude exam. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Also, you can contact me if you need future tuition on my website, which is Wise Old Maths Tuition. Thank you.